Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Chuck Whetstone. Thank you for joining me at chuckwhetstonemusic.com. And today's podcast is entitled The House of the Rising Sun and Amazing Grace. It's a song story I want to share with you and play the song for you here shortly. In fact, we have a full band playing the song for you shortly. This podcast is brought to you by, yes, we have to have a little advertisement. It's brought to you by heritagesongs.com, and here is the 2020 planner calendar, 53 weeks of inspiration. And let's see what song we're going to come to today. It is Did You Think to Pray? It's the full song, as you can see there, the piano score, and a week at a glance for your making notes and your to-do list. And so be sure to go to heritagesongs.com and support me there. Thank you so much. Now, let's get down to the song story for this week. Did you know that you can sing Amazing Grace, you know, the famous hymn, Amazing Grace, to several different tunes? Well, you can. Let me share some with you. Being a baby boomer, I watched Gilligan's Island in the 60s. Loved it. You know, I loved a lot of those shows back then, Batman and Lost in Space and different ones. But Gilligan's Island was just fun. They never could get off that island. Can you imagine? And so I was thrilled to know later on in life that you could sing Amazing Grace to the tune of Gilligan's Island. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. You get the idea. Okay, not going to go any further. So that's the theme song to Gilligan's Island, and you can sing Amazing Grace. Now, in the last few years, a Christian comedian named Tim Hawkins has made popular the song by the Eagles, Peaceful, Easy Feeling, and he sang Amazing Grace to that tune. Now, that is really good, and of course, it's got some great guitar licks in it. So that's Tim Hawkins. He did Eagles, Peaceful, Easy Feeling. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. You know, you get the idea. You can YouTube him if you want to. Now that brings me to today's podcast. In the late 60s, our family was visiting another family in Shreveport, Louisiana. We traveled there almost every summer from Texas. And Pam was a close family friend of ours, and she's just about a year or so older than me. And she could play the piano and sing. And I'd known her since I was a kid. You know, when we were kids, we'd go back in her dad's and mom and dad's bedroom, and I think it was that might have been the only room with the air conditioning. It might have been more than that, but I know that room had its own air conditioner because it got cold in there. And we'd go back there and we watched the Mickey Mouse Club, because guess what? Down in South Texas, we didn't have the Mickey Mouse Club. We had 3 channels, and we were happy to have 3 channels, but we didn't get Mickey Mouse Club down in South Texas. So this particular summer, I was a young teen, and Pam knew that I could play the piano. And so she started showing me some songs on the piano that she could do and that she knew. And, so, you know, she would sing, well, they're singing at the youth group and things. And so she taught me how to play The House of the Rising Sun on the piano in the key of C minor. She showed me the chord shapes, and she showed me how to do the arpeggios if I wanted to play it that way. And she taught me how to sing it. But she used the words to Amazing Grace as the text. And I was amazed and thrilled that I could take this old hymn that we sang at church and modernize it just a little bit. So when I got home in Texas again from this family vacation, I was able to share it with some friends at church. Now, see, on Sunday night at our little church in Ingleside, Texas, First Baptist Church, we had something called Training Union. If you're a Baptist and grew up in the 50s and 60s and 70s, you know what that term means. It means Sunday night, Sunday school really is what it is. But I really liked Training Union a lot better. It seemed like we had a lot more fun at night. I don't know why, but we did. Well, I do remember, because when I was a junior, we used to do sword drills and play games and things like that, besides just having a Bible lesson and prayer. And so as teens, we had our own little group, you know. And our teacher was the pastor's wife, Susie Morris. This lady must have been a saint to take care of all of us teens at that time. And I'm sure we drove her nuts, because what we would do, or what we'd like to do, we did several things. I can't remember if we played ping pong in the fellowship hall or not. I can't remember. It seemed like we might have played ping pong and played the piano as well. So I know we had this old upright piano in the fellowship hall, and several of us would get over there and play what songs we knew, but we'd always tend to go back to Heart and Soul. And so someone would play the bottom part, and someone would play the melody on the top part, then you just maybe switch parts, and it was a lot of fun. So we did that a lot. I'm sure, as I said, I think we drove Susie nuts. But after I came back from this trip to Louisiana, I was able to show my friends how to play and sing The House of the Rising Sun to the tune of, The House of the Rising Sun with the words to Amazing Grace. And so this is something that we started doing. Now, we didn't do it a lot, but it was just so cool that you could do that. And so, this is in the late 60s, and it stuck with me. And so, now I'm much older, I can play these songs in church and not feel too bad about it, if you know what I mean. There's been some crossover on some of the songs, and some people raise their eyebrow. In fact, I did a camp meeting a few years ago, and someone did not like me sharing this song in public, thought it did not have its place. Well, you be the judge of that, and I hope you enjoy this podcast when you get to hear the song. Let me finish the story. So back to my friend Pam. I was playing the song for her in Shreveport, and all of a sudden she stopped and she said, "Charles, play that like a man." And she was trying to tell me not to be so timid, not to be so shy, and really play the piano. And so if you've heard me play, and maybe you have and probably have, I play a little forcefully, and you might call it loud, but I try to play it with the ability to let everybody hear it on the back row as well. And then I'll play softly if I need to. I really will play soft. So she helped me to come out of my timidity a little bit in my teen years, and now I play the piano like a man. Lastly, I taught myself how to play the guitar when I was a teen as well. That's a whole nother story, but I would get together with other guitar players. We would share chords and song ideas and songs they were working on. We teach each other what songs we were doing, Creedence Clearwater, Bad Moon Rising, we would do things like that. And then we'd also do that with people that played the piano, because I knew piano, and I knew some other guys that played piano, and one guy's named Gary Jennings, still a good close friend of mine, and he was very instrumental in teaching me how to play the blues scale on the piano. I'd never even heard of the blues scale until Gary showed me this one day at his house. And he was very instrumental in me learning how to jam on the piano. Thank you, Gary, so much. You really changed my life, taking a few minutes as a friend, showing me some things on the piano that you learned. And I learned a whole lot more. So enjoy this video. This video is a live recording of the group, The Least of These. We recorded this at Celebrate Recovery meeting at Faith Crossing Baptist Church here in Oklahoma City. And so without any further ado, this is The House of the Rising Sun with Amazing Grace. Oh, by the way, you can see the lyrics here on this page, chuckwhetstonemusic.com. I added another verse, and you can use this verse because it ties it all together, because Jesus is Jesus is the rising sun. So enjoy this song today. Until next week, God bless you. Bye-bye.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know that I'm one. Now, mothers, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. down to this verse here. For sin, you need a Savior, and that's what God has done. For in the town of Bethlehem was born. I like that. Do that again. Was born. One more time. Was born. Oh yeah. Was born the bride. Is inside.